Hello and happy Friday. This is your girl Stephanie Burton, aka Lady Justice. I'm doing something new. I guess they're called vlogs, video blogs. I've kept a blog for a little while now, but I haven't updated it in a while, so this is new for me to actually do a video. So today's video is about lawyer pet peeves. I know that anytime you're trying to find a lawyer, it's a serious decision. Actually, the bar makes us give out this disclosure that the choice of a lawyer is a serious decision, not based on advertising alone. I don't know if this is considered advertising, but we'll give out the disclaimer anyway. So, anywho, things that bother me when I'm in court the most is seeing people walk up to the podium. The judge calls your name, city of blah blah versus blah blah, and people plead guilty without a lawyer, and it makes me nuts. So a lot of people are saying, well, I can't afford an attorney. Really, that's not an excuse. Why? Because lawyers like me and many other lawyers, not just me, they'll set you up on payment plans, and it's really not as expensive as you think. If you're talking about a speeding ticket, you're talking maybe $150, depending on where you are, plus your fines, which is always higher than the face value of the ticket. But if you think about what you save by not having your insurance go up, then it's really not that expensive, and most lawyers will let you work out a payment plan. I know my office does. Some lawyers don't, but payment plans, the reason why a lot of lawyers don't like to do them is because payment plans only work if everybody keeps up their end of the deal. Sometimes lawyers are treated like any other creditor, and the bill goes into the bill box or the bill drawer. Hey, I wasn't a lawyer my whole life. I know what that's like to have bills, and you're like, ooh, I ain't got it. You'll get it when you get it. But that's why sometimes it gets kind of sketchy with payment plans. But I hate to see people go in unknowingly or uneducated about the consequences, and then they come back and it's more expensive for me to have to fix it after you've done it the wrong way. It's kind of like if you decide you're going to install a toilet yourself and you don't know anything about plumbing. Well, there are people, plumbers, that do that for a living, and you should probably consult with one first to see if it's something you can do for yourself. I mean, if you can do it for yourself, by all means do. Like in the state of Kansas, many times you can represent yourself, or some little municipalities in Missouri will let you represent yourself. But at least consult with a lawyer first before you go in and sell the farm. I was in court the other night, and there's a good reason why they don't let us bring cameras in, because I just wanted to record it. I want to be like with my phone and just be like, ooh, I got you. But they say, oh, you're charged with no insurance and leaving the scene of an accident and careless and imprudent driving. And then they think they're helping themselves by saying guilty. And then not only does the judge tear into them, he gives them this hefty amount of fines. And I was like, I look and I'm like, I could have got some of that dismissed, and you would have paid my fee and your fines with the money you about to pay this court and take the points. But can't tell grown folks anything these days. Second lawyer pet peeve. Number 2 is when people want you to compare yourself to other lawyers. And I know that, you're just trying to get information, but I don't like when people ask me, well, are you as good as Stacey Shaw? Or are you as good as Carl Bussey? Are you as good as Cecil Williams? Well, I mean, hey, these are great lawyers, and I'm not saying I'm not as good as them, but I don't want to be compared to them. Every lawyer is different. I'm not Stacey Shaw. I'm Stephanie Burton. I'm not Carl Bussey. I'm Stephanie Burton. I'm not Cecil Williams. I'm Stephanie Burton. I'm not the late, great Don Williams. I'm not Johnny Cochran. I am Stephanie Burton, and I stand by me and my work, and I don't badmouth other lawyers. There's enough business for everyone. Kansas City is a big place. And so whatever lawyer you want, if you want a black lawyer, white lawyer, Hispanic lawyer, Asian lawyer, fat lawyer, skinny lawyer, male lawyer, female lawyer, you got your choice here. A good friend of mine, Armita Dupree, who also does criminal defense work, she was saying, she always tells her clients, the beauty of Kansas City is you can get whatever kind of lawyer you want. And I'm not hurting for business, and I'm sure the other lawyers aren't either. So it doesn't really give me any incentive to badmouth someone else. I'm all for lawyers who are trying to do their job and trying to make a living. There are some lawyers that probably aren't the best, but I'm not going to bad talk them because there was a time where people probably thought I wasn't the best. So I just don't feel like it's necessary to give my 2 cents about the performance of another attorney or say, hey, don't hire that lawyer. Um, Third pet peeve is when people try to get you to price match. Baby, this ain't Walmart. We're not backed by Ad Match here. Stephanie Burton has her price. Stacey Shaw has her price. Carl Buzzy has his price. Cecil Williams has his price. Every lawyer has their own price. And so it doesn't help if you call a lawyer and say, oh, I hired such and such and he didn't do a good job for me. And it's like, well, I don't know if that's true or not. But most of the time, I know that lawyer personally, and I know their work ethic. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you hired the wrong lawyer. No, because my job as an attorney, as a member of the bar, is to say, well, can't you work it out with that lawyer? It's just like if someone comes to you and they're saying, oh, my husband doesn't understand me or my wife doesn't understand me. I want to be with you. Listen, you go work that out first. Deal with what you got to deal with there, and then you come back. It's the same thing. I'm not saying you're not entitled to a second opinion, but before you throw your lawyer on blast and put their name out there like that, see what you can do to remedy that first. I would appreciate that as a lawyer if you had a complaint against me, but you try to work it out with me first. Give me the opportunity to make it right for my client base. My next lawyer pet peeve is people thinking that certain genders or certain races should charge lower fees. Listen, I don't care what race you are or what gender you are. If you have achieved a law degree, you have endured a rigorous course of study. Don't insult attorneys by thinking that they should discount their prices based on ethnicity or gender. We are all qualified. We have passed the bar. Hopefully we're all upstanding members of the bar. And it's just not worth it to really come to a person's office who's a professional and say or think it should be less because of color of my skin or my gender or whatever. I would never go to a person's place of employment, whether it's grocery store, doctor's office, the dentist, and say, ooh, I'm going to pick them because I think they should be cheaper. Everybody charges their own price, but it's not gender-based or ethnicity-based. So, but that's it for today. This video is about 8 minutes long, so I better cut it short now. But stay posted, and I will be glad to give you any legal updates I got. Thanks.